when Germans say student food, what they mean is trail mix. Do you know what this is?
Yes.
Raise your hand to tell me about it. Brandon, what do you know about this?
It has lots of snacks on it, and it is gorgeous.
Okay. So it's got lots of snacks in it. Anybody else add to what Brandon said? Agree, disagree? Leah?
You could, like some candy. My mom buys some with M&M's in it.
Cool.
Only the chocolate crackers are only the chocolate.
Add, agree, or disagree with Brandon and Leah? Anybody else? So what do you do with this? You told me what's in it. What do you do with it, Shirley?
Eat it.
You eat it. So we have a recipe for trail mix today, and we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call you up by team. You're gonna find a spot on the carpet, kind of like we do for morning meeting. You need to be sitting on your bottom, because if your feet are out everywhere, or if you're laying on the carpet, can everyone fit?
No. Are we able to eat it?
That's a great question, Brandon. I'd love if you raise your hand to ask it. Yes, Brandon?
Will we be able to eat it?
We're gonna talk about that more later because, well, we're just gonna talk about it. All right. So Razorback team's gonna come and find a spot on the carpet, sitting on their bottom, respecting the space. What?
Chocolate chips.
I'm sorry, what?
This is about practice.
Are you sitting in a skirt? No. Then why are you asking? Petty Jean team's gonna come and find a spot on the carpet.
Oh, our team. Can I just sit right here?
Yes, Rico, you may. Our recipe, where is it? That is our instructions. That's how we know what to do to make this trail mix. So who can tell me what I need to do first? What is the first thing I need to do? Keontae.
1/4 of, what are those things? Craisins.
And what do I need to do with those craisins?
Measure.
I need to measure them. I need to pour them. So I have 1/4 cup. Does everybody see this?
Yes.
Is this the right thing?
Yeah.
All right, and here's my bag of craisins. So I'm going to open it up. I'm going to get my scoop full and flat. I'm going to get it what?
Full and flat.
And then put it where?
In the bowl.
I'm going to level it. Rico says I need to level it. All right, full and flat. Then it goes in the bowl. All right, am I done with this?
No.
What do I need to do next on Eyansi?
1 cup.
I need 1 cup? I need 1 cup of M&M's?
1/4 cup.
Oh, I need 1/4 cup of M&M's. Okay.
You would have got milk chocolate because some people are like
All right, so I'm gonna get my scoop in here. I'm gonna make it full and flat. Rico says I need to make sure it's level. So is it full?
Yes.
Is it pretty much flat?
Yes.
All right, where do I put it?
In the bowl.
All right, you're the boss. All right, do I still need this?
No. You need a 1/3.
Okay, so for the next thing I need to do, Shaylee's got her hand raised. Yes, Shaylee, what do I need to do next?
1/3 cup of
Cheerios.
I like Cheerios.
You can take on your house because they're open.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does this say? What does this say?
1/3
This says 1/3 cup. Is this what I need?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to reach into my Cheerios bag. I'm going to make sure my scoop is full and flat. All good?
Yes.
All right, 1/3 cup Cheerios. Put it in
The bowl.
the bowl. For what I need next, do I need this?
No.
Okay. What do I need for what I'm doing next, Yuri?
A 3/4 cup
Okay.
pretzels.
Okay. So 3/4 cup. Is this right?
Yes.
This is so fun. Just making food up in here.
Making food. There's a 3.
If I get me some, I'm going to give it to my mom.
Is it full?
Yes. Yes.
Is it flat?
Yes.
Okay, so the pretzels are a little bit bumpy. That one got away from us. It's rowdy. All right, so it's kind of full, it's kind of flat, but pretzels are bumpy, so it's hard to make sure that it's measured exactly right.
Yeah.
There's some air in here, but can we call that 3/4 cup?
Yes.
All right. For what I need next, do I need this?
No.
Okay, what do I need next? Rico.
A 2/3 cup of granola.
2/3 cup of granola. Keontae has a question.
Granola.
Honey buns and oats. At the end of this, do we get to eat it?
That's a great question. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Keep it in your brain. Keep it in your brain. All right, so I have a 1 cup. I have a 3/4 cup. I have a 1/2 cup. I don't have a 2/3 cup. Who can help me solve that problem?
You gotta make one.
I have to make one. Oh, it's going to take me a long time. Who can help me solve that problem? If you have a question, hold on to it just a second, because I bet Shirley wants to help me solve that problem. What, Shirley?
You can use 2/3.
Okay, but I don't have a 2/3 cup.
I mean, 1/3.
Oh, I can use the 1/3 cup, but I can do what?
So you can use it 2 times.
Use it 2 times. Do you agree with Shirley?
Yes!
Will that give me 2/3?
Yes!
Okay, and I'm going to measure my granola.
Honey butters and oats.
Good job reading that, Rico. All right, so I'm going to make sure the scoop gets full and flat.
That's good enough.
So, am I done after this?
No, you got one more.
Oh, one more. So 1/3. Count it with me. That's 1/3. 1/3.
2/3.
And that's what?
2/3.
Ah, y'all are so smart.
Thank you.
All right, so 2/3 cup of granola. What do I need next? Do I need this next?
No.
Angelica, what do I need next?
2 tablespoons.
Sunflower seeds.
I like tablespoons. They're so little.
Where's that rowdy tablespoon? Here it is. All right, here's our sunflower seeds.
I like them just a little.
I do.
I like sunflower seeds.
All right, count it with me. How many do I need?
2. 1.
So delicious.
2.
Am I done with this?
Yes.
No!
No, wait.
You need 4 tablespoons of white chocolate chips.
Thanks, Leah.
White chocolate chips.
Mariana's watching and listening. Mama's watching and listening. Are you going to count them with me?
Yes.
Because
All
I
right.
want some.
We need 4.
I need 4. All right.
I got it.
Full and flat.
1. Ooh, they look good. They look like white Hershey Kisses. Like white Hershey Kisses.
Full and flat.
3.
One more.
4. 4.
All right.
We finished! All we gotta do is shake it, shake it, shake it.
Shake it, shake
And then we
it.
can
So, who can read? Ooh, why are we moving?
We all like it.
Anianzi's still sitting. Yuri's still sitting. Sanaya is going to respect her neighbor's space by not scooting. So everybody wants. Thank you for using your manners, Brandon. Your neighbors are asking you to respect each other's space. All right, so I'm gonna hold it up so everybody can see without scooting into their neighbor's space. What is the last part of our recipe? What is this? What is the last instruction? What is the last thing it says, Jessica? Jessica.
Combine
Ingredients.
ingredients in a bowl and enjoy. Make 6
Servings. Make 6 servings. All right. So look at this and look at this last part of the recipe. Is this enough for us all to eat this right now?
No.
Everybody said
Gonna have to make one
no.
in this one.
All right, everybody agrees no. Raise your hand to tell me why this is not enough for all of us. Sanaya?
Because it does not look enough, and you got, 20 or something like that in the
19
class.
kids up in the class. And all have a
Yeah.
Well, okay.
little knot.
Okay. So we've got 19 or 20 people here today. Keontae's counting for us. It doesn't look like enough. Does anyone want to add to what Leah and Sanaya said? Shaylee?
You could make some more.
We could make some more. Okay. Well, that is exactly what you are going to help. Let's see if it'll do. Mauro, can you hit the big space bar?
Yep.
Yeah.
But wait.
But hit it again.
Wait.
All right, so we talked about, we don't think it's enough. Hit it again. What if we want to make enough for everyone? Can we use the same recipe?
Yes.
We can? Okay, hit it again, Mauro.
That's cool.
How many people would we need to make trail mix for?
19.
19 people? Okay. So,
20 for you.
20 for me. All right, so we'll make the recipe for 20 people.
30.
We'll make the recipe for 20 people. Hit it again, Mauro.
What about for them?
That's your job today. Your job is to figure out how to write this recipe so that tomorrow we can make it for everybody, not just 6 people. That wouldn't be fair. So your job, what's your job? What's your job?
To make your task.
You're going to make the trail mix?
Yeah.
Really? All right, let's read it. Your job, your task, rewrite. Write it again. Rewrite the recipe with your group so we can make it for the whole class tomorrow. So are you going to be mixing trail mix today?
No.
No, what are you going to be doing, Erin?
Writing.
Writing what?
The recipe.
Everybody. Writing what, everybody?
The recipe.
You're going to rewrite the recipe. So at your tables, you have a big white sheet of paper. Does everyone see a big white sheet of paper at your table?
Yes.
You're not moving yet. You're still sitting like Jason. You're not moving yet. You're still sitting like Estrella. We are going to work in our mathlete groups today. Our what? Mathlete groups. So 1/5. Raise your hand, Leah. Leah's in the 1/5 group. 1/5 is going to sit at the Pinnacle team. Raise your hand, 2/5 groups. 2/5 is going to sit at the Ozark team. Hands down. Raise your hand, 3/5 group. 3/5 group is going to sit at Central team. Raise your hand, 4/5. 4/5 you're going to sit at the Razorback team. Raise your hand, 5/5. 5/5 you're going to sit at Petty Jean team. Raise your hand if you have questions or you don't know where to go. All right, Jason and Angel, I'm going to switch you. A big white sheet of paper. Do you have markers in your bucket?
Yes.
So somebody's going to roll out the big white sheet of paper. You have markers in your buckets. Is there anything else you might need to help you rewrite this recipe and work with these numbers? Anything else you might need?
Maybe fraction.
Maybe fraction tiles. So do we all know where those are?
Yes.
Raise your hand now if you have questions. Now you may go. Okay, there's your recipe. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your recipe.
Okay, where? It's about. It has to go this way. Because if we do that way.
I go into 6.
Okay.
Like if we can put some ingredients on the bag and then you can count them equally, and then if we don't have them right, then we can do more. First you can count all the class, and then you can put them into 6 equal groups, 20, and then 6 and 6 equals 12. And then if you add another 6, it will 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 2 people 19, 20, and 21.
Let's just start with the ingredients.
21.
Okay, we have 19.
I was trying to put
20 people.
21.
We have 20 people. Also 1 person.
We have 21 people in our class. And then if we divide them into 6 into 6 equal groups, it will equal to 4. So we will have three more left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Cards don't match what I have on the board, so I'm going to make what I have on the board match your cards. So read it out to me to make sure that I have it right. 1 through 5 phrases.
1/3. 1/3, 1/4,
1/4
1/3.
cup M&Ms. Is that right?
Yes.
Is the rest of it right?
3, 4, 2, 3. Yes.
Okay. Thank you for your help.
3 and a bit 2 left remaining 1 more. 21 plus my start is 22.
Write it a new way, right? So this purple one, this shows you the recipe the way it already is.
15. It will be 24. There's one left.
All of them to be 1/4? Okay. Eureka, did you mean to do that?
It would be, we need some more.
Let's use this space for this. Don't try big, because that'll take up all our space. That's why we're small.
How about give us some, and then there was 3 more left in the box. And then she passed them to 3 people. Then it will not be equal to the rest of the people that earned 1 class. So we are trying to figure out how can Miss Doug make enough for everybody in the class.
The recipe for the sugar.
So I can the ball is so the ball doesn't have any more things in the bowl.
What is this for?
How about by using fractions 1/3 or 1/4?
This is your paper to work and solve.
Everybody should get 5. One thing. The whole and then we break up into
Have to be even. It has to be even.
and you cannot divide.
How about by just drawing circles and if the circle doesn't work, keep drawing more so it can be 21 total circles. One by ones. Yeah, you can just draw 21 and then separate them into groups.
Okay.
22.
What about 11?
And the
11, but that is not enough for everybody. Look, I did 2, and it ended 22.
No, we have to have 20 groups.
Ooh, I think I get it.
11 what?
Oh yeah, just use one whole. No.
Class. We are going to stop because you have been working and thinking and writing about this recipe for 10 that they're comfortable sharing. But we need to make sure that they are comfortable sharing by being respectful listeners. So Jason had a seat that's perfect. If you're standing, go ahead and find a spot where you can have a seat or stand in one spot to listen. So do you need to put your eyes on the speaker? So this is 5/5. 5/5 is going to share their strategy with us, and we are going to be respectful listeners. Part of being a respectful listener is having your cap on your marker. Part of being a respectful listener is not working during share time. So you're going to put your cap on your marker, and if you have an idea, you're going to continue working on it after they are done sharing, right? Okay. Angel's ready to listen. Rico's ready to listen. Jason's pencil is down, and he is ready to listen. Go ahead.
So what we did is we drew 22 circles, and then we put them like in equal groups, and then we tried them into 3s, and they didn't work. And then I saw Mariana's strategy. She put 11 circles, and the totals they're 22.
Okay. And what do the circles represent?
The food that he was talking about.
Okay, so why were there 21 or 22 circles for
The whole class.
For the whole class. So we know we're trying to make trail mix for 21 or 22 people. Let's go back to our recipe. So either looking at the smart board or looking at your purple card, let's just read through this recipe again. Ingredients: 1/3 cup craisins, 1/4 cup M&Ms, 1/3 cup Cheerios, 3/4 cup pretzels. Are you with me? 2/3 cup granola. Now I know you're with me. 2 tablespoons sunflower seeds, 4 tablespoons white chocolate chips. But then there's that part at the end. Combine ingredients in a bowl and enjoy. Makes 6 servings. How many people is one recipe supposed to feed?
6.
6 people. 6 servings. So one recipe makes enough trail mix for 6 people. How many people would 2 recipes feed?
12.
Why 12?
But 6 plus 6 is 12.
Okay. So there are 20 people, 19 people, 20 people in the room. One recipe would feed 6 people. 2 recipes would feed 12 people. What about 3?
It will not be even.
Okay, so if you made how many?
Because if you put 2 6 and there's 7 more people and they said 6, it will be 7. It's 6 2 times and 7 1 time.
Okay. So would you rather have enough food for everybody and a little bit left over, or not enough for everybody?
Enough and a little bit left over.
Left over for
Absent people.
yeah.
Okay.
Or we could deliver stuff to Canadian.
Yeah, that's right. So does any group have something to share that they're going to try next? What are you going to try next, Brandon?
A
up. It's because we got confused about the numbers that were in here. So I've been putting it like a hole for 1 cup.
Okay.
That's it.
So what else could we use if we're having trouble with the numbers, with the fractions? We could use the...
Paper.
We can use the paper. We can use the... Any other groups have what they're going to try next? Leah, what are you going to try next?
We're gonna try use 6 as our main number now,
Okay.
and we'll try to see how that works out.
Okay. Can you just say a little bit more about how 6 is going to be your main number? Because somebody else might not understand what you mean main number.
6 is gonna be the number we're gonna be working with for a few more minutes
To do what?
to figure out. We got our recipe. We just need to figure out how much each person can get.
Okay. Any other thoughts or questions before I give you 15 more minutes to work? If you need help, I have some hank cards. So if you just feel like you're still not going anywhere and you need some more help, raise your hand and I will come over with a hank card. You may begin. You have 15 more minutes to work.
I have a question. Why did you put that?
Because if we make 24 servings, if we make that recipe, we can make the same exact recipe 4 times. And 4 times is a cup and a cup and 1/3 cup. And so on and so forth. It could really help.
This team is visiting. They're just watching and listening because they needed a hank card.
It's okay. Did the hint card help?
Whatever you need to
I was trying to get it. This is the hint card.
Okay. We're using 6. We figured out that we could make the same recipe 4 times, and we'll have enough for everybody, including Carolina.
We already drew 9.
That was your hint. Was it hinting? No. Okay. What do you tell them something?
Something like watching what you're doing. So that's 6, 12, 18, 24.
24.
But it's not 24. You don't gotta tell us anything. We just
Okay, let's just pretend they're not here. And then we go work and they'll be able to see what we're doing, alright?
Yeah, I know it. I know it.
Okay. So y'all do it.
White people that are gonna get the.
If we write the recipe 4 times, we're gonna write the same recipe 4 times. So you can write the recipe. Hold on. So 1 cup. No, the same recipe. I need a pencil.
Leah, this should be 10, 12. Like, put 2 don't interrupt them.
Please don't.
Like, put 2 10s, and it'll be 20 altogether because it's 20 people. But if you put 5, 5, 5, 5, it'll still be 20 people.
Yeah, but we need 20 groups.
20 groups.
Yeah, 20.
But Miss Doug said don't interrupt them. We just watch it.
No, we'll need to write. All we need to write is the number. Hold on. How about this? How about this? 1 cup 4 times is 1/3 cup 4 times. No, that would be 8 times because we have another one. Will be 2 cups and 2/3. 2 cups and 2/3.
But if it's like 6 groups and it's 24.
Okay, how many times do we have 1/4 cup? So 1/4 cup 4 times is 1 cup. Right? Cup
10, 15, 20.
just 4 times.
We got it.
1/4.
What do you think?
Just put it any four. Is it okay if we look, just put this, just put it every
4 times.
So it'll be 5.
Carolina?
Yeah, that'll be 21. So we add one more. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 1 plus 5 plus the monkey can't. But the monkey can't eat, so it's still say something. But what about she wants some? Miss is 20.
but you need sugar.
Because it's 19 kids, so 5 plus 5 plus 5.
Right. The recipe is like 4 times.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna like write out the whole recipe 4 times. I added everything up.
Oh, okay. Can you show me how you added everything up?
Well, we had 1/3 cup. We had 1/3 cup 2 times. So we have 4 as a main number. 4 times, so 4, and it was 2 times, so it was 8 times equals 2 cups and 2/3.
So I'm confused from how we got to 4 to 8.
We doubled 4 because there was 2/3. 2 1/3.
Oh, okay. So when I get this new recipe, do I need all of this added up, or do I still need to know exactly how many craisins?
Exactly how many
I still need to know just exactly how many craisins, and exactly how many M&Ms, and exactly how many Cheerios. So
all I need to write is what's after equal.
okay. Can Estrella and Yuri help you with that? Yeah. So if you want to work on maybe craisins and M&Ms, maybe Yuri could work on Cheerios and pretzels. Maybe Estrella could work on granolas and tablespoons.
I'm going down the line. So you had 1/3. I had to check how many. 1/3 there were 2. 1/4 I checked how many. 1/4 there were only 1. 3/4 check only 1. 2/3 and at the end we're all gonna figure out how many tablespoons equals 1 cup, because I don't know. I have no idea.
So does it need to say cups or does it still say tablespoons? Oh, so maybe we don't have to worry about that. So we're rewriting the recipe to show how much we need of each one of these for.
Uncle, maybe double 2 4 times, and if I double 2 4 times, then it will be 8.
2 4 times is 8. So how many tablespoons of sunflower seeds? 8. Oh, okay. So you're ready to go ahead and write that in?
Yeah.
Okay. 8. Leah just says she figured out how many tablespoons of sunflower seeds you're gonna need.
8 tablespoons of sunflower seeds.
Alright, so you took 2 and you multiplied it by
4.
4. And got
Now I got multiply 4 times, and we already got the answer, which is 24. That don't sound right at all. 4, 8, 12, 16. It's 16 tablespoons of white chocolate chips. For white chocolate chips, you can write 16. 16. And if we get 1 cup raisins and 1 cup of chips. So split that. I get it now. That equals 1 cup and 1/3. 1 cup. How can I write 1 cup? No. Mess it up.
Yes, Leah. Can you find something else to write with?
I need something to erase it.
Sure, do you think?
Okay. If we have 1 cup, it could be like maybe 3/3. No. If I could maybe. I just don't know how to write it.
If you hear me say Studentenfutter, can you clap your hands?
I don't know what that is.
If you hear me say Studentenfutter, can you clap your hands?
Yes.
Alright, I need everyone to find a seat in 5. I know you're still working and thinking and wondering about trail mix, so everybody's going to find a seat in 4. It's okay if it's not your seat in 3. Just find a chair in 2 and 1. I know you didn't have enough time to finish rewriting your recipe. That's okay. We'll still be able to talk and learn about it even though we didn't get finished with a whole recipe. But there is a team that figured out how much we would need for one of our ingredients. So could I get the 1/5 team to share a little bit about what you figured out for the ingredient? Was it sunflower seeds?
Sunflower seeds, yeah.
Okay, how did you figure that out?
We're doubling everything else by 4. Why not double the tablespoons by 4?
So when you say double, do you mean double or do you mean multiply?
Multiply.
Oh, okay.
We multiply 2 tablespoons of sunflower seeds 4 times. So that means 2 times 4, and that's 8. And we did the same thing with white chocolate chips. 4 times 4 equals 16. So we wrote 16.
Okay. All right, so you went from here, one recipe, you needed 2 tablespoons of what, everybody? Sunflower seeds. I know you're still with me because you were able to tell me what ingredient. All right, so one recipe needed 2 tablespoons of sunflower seeds. Leah said they were going to make 4 recipes. Does any other group know why they said 4 recipes? Yancy?
4 recipes, so it can be just little bit left over, and um and the whole class can get 6 ingredients.
So 6 servings or 6 ingredients?
6 servings.
Okay, so one recipe makes 6 servings. 2 recipes would make 12 servings. 3 recipes would make 18 servings. And 4 recipes make 24. So our class is right in between these two. Was that confusing?
Yes.
Yeah. So our class was right in between these two. It sounds like 1/5 and 5/5 decided, you know what? Let's just make 4 whole recipes. How many whole recipes? 4. They decided let's just make 4 whole recipes and have a little bit left over. That's okay sometimes, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, because it would be really hard to figure out how to just make part of that recipe. That would be really hard. Yes, Brandon? That's right. Sure, they would love it. All right, so Leah went from 2 tablespoons to 8 tablespoons. Can anybody help me fill in this middle? If you were making 2 recipes, how many tablespoons would you need?
4.
4 tablespoons.
It's 6 tablespoons.
If you were making 3 recipes, you would need 6 tablespoons. All right, so they figured out the 2 tablespoons and the white chocolate chips. Is that right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about these craisins, because that's the first ingredient. 1/3 cup of craisins is enough for how many recipes?
One recipe.
1/3 cup craisins is enough for how many recipes?
1.
Is enough for 1 recipe. Well, maybe we can't go from here to here really fast like Leah did with those tablespoons, but maybe we can just go to here. Can we try that? All right, so if we made 2 recipes, that's 1/3, and then 2/3. 1/3, 2/3. So that's 1/3 plus 1/3. All right, so 2/3 cup craisins. How are we going to get to 3 recipes? Somebody from the 3/5 team. How are we going to get to 3 recipes? We have 1/3 cup craisins for 1 recipe. 2/3 cup craisins for 2 recipes. What do you think comes next? Brandon has an idea. Nancy has an idea. Oh, we're still talking about craisins. So we're talking about craisins here and craisins here. So 1 recipe only needs 1/3 cup craisins. 2 recipes needs 2/3 cup craisins. How many craisins do you need for 3 recipes, Shaylee?
3.
Anything else that has 1/3, Shirley?
Cup of Cheerios.
All right, so if I need 4/3 cup of craisins, am I also going to need 4/3 cup Cheerios? No?
Yes.
Yes, no? Why? Talk about it. What do you think, Yancy?
I think yes, because 1/4 cup of Cheerios will be enough.
Is it 1/4 or is it 1/3?
1/3.
Okay.
And then if you put 4/3 cup of Cheerios, it will be, everybody would get some 6 servings, and then it will few more will be left over.
Okay. Anything else? Brandon?
I think yes, because 1/3 is really close to fourth because no. Okay.
1/3 is really close to 1/4. So we had 1/3 cup raisins. Then we said we needed
2/3.
2/3 cup raisins for
2
how many recipes?
2 recipes.
2 recipes. How many cups raisins do we need for 3 recipes, Mariana?
3/3 cup.
Mariana?
3 cup.
3/3
3/3 cup.
raisins. And we needed 4/3 cup raisins for
4
recipes. So if we started with 1/3 cup raisins and we started with 1/3 cup Cheerios, does it make sense that we would need 4/3 for both of those?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at a picture that shows us 4/3. I think that'll stay. Let's look at a picture that shows 4/3. Can you see it? Brandon, can you see it?
Yes.
Jessica, can you see it? Yes, Leah.
I can see it very well. Maybe on the carpet.
Yes, you may. If you need to see this a little bit better, you may come sit on the carpet. So if you're too far away or if you're too out over here, you can come see it. How does this picture show 4/3? How does this picture show 4/3? I heard Brandon say this is like something Ivan drew. How does this picture show 4/3? Angelica, can you see it? Shaylee, how does this picture show 4/3?
Because there's 3 there and 1 over there. That's 4. 3, 4. 4/3.
Okay. So why is this shape divided into thirds? Because it has
1/3.
3 what? 3 parts that make the whole. And then this shape, this rectangle, is also divided into 3 parts. So we name each of those parts 1/3. And we've got 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 4/3. Is there any other way that we could think about 4/3? Is there any other way that we could think about or talk about or name 4/3? What do you think, Shirley?
Yeah, it says 3/3 plus 1/3 equals 4/3.
Yeah, so we could show it in an equation. 3/3 plus 1/3 equals 4/3. Any other way that we could think about this, Leah?
You could put 1 cup and 1/3.
So if we were using the language of our problem, we could say 1 cup, but I'll just write 1 since we don't have any cups on here. We could say 1 and
Maybe 1 cup and 1/3.
1 cup and 1/3. Could I write that like this?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wrote mine like 1/3 and 1 cup.
All right, so I'm going to leave all of this up. And in your math journals, you're going to have the opportunity to write any of this that you would like to remember for your notes. And also tell me one strategy that worked or didn't work for you today. Yes, Brandon?
I think I didn't say it's correct. I think I agree with Leah.
Oh, okay. Anyone else want to add, agree, or disagree to what Leah said? Jessica?
The hand car worked really well because we figured something out, like we put 5 4 times, so it'll make 20. Then 2 tens 2 times, because it'll still make 20. So we made circles and put some numbers in them so we can figure out how many in each one.
Okay, thank you for sharing your strategy. Does anyone else want to add, agree, or disagree with what Leah said about 3/3, 1/3, and 4/3? 1, 1/3, 1, and 1/3. Angelica?
Could you use times to make another way for that? For an equation?
Tell me what you mean.
To make 4/3, 2/3
Okay.
times 2/3 would equal 4/3.
What do you think?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do what?
Agree.
Because
2 is the 2.
So this is saying 2/3, groups of 2/3 equals 4/3.
Yes, I agree.
So we're doing 2/3 groups?
The 3 is the
Are we doing
main.
2/3 groups?
Yeah.
2/3 recipes?
No.
How many groups do we do?
4.
Oh, we did 4 groups. Okay.
The 3 is the main number and
Shaylee?
We could put 1/3 plus 3/3 equals.
So Angelica's onto something. She says, can we do times? Because we're doing equal groups. So we did 1/3 cup raisins, and we did 4 equal groups of recipes. Could we do times for that?
Yeah.
So how would I write it? 1/3
Times
4
times 4?
Does that go to 4/3?
What do you think?
Yes.
Shaylee says yes.
Okay.
Are you tired? Are you tired?